Hey everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today, or yesterday, we got a really quick announcement about something called Lucasfilm Games. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just read the quick little article that they put up. Lucasfilm's legacy in gaming stretches back decades, and Lucasfilm and the galaxy far, far away, entering a new and unprecedented phase of creativity, so will the world of Lucasfilm Games, developed in collaboration with the finest studios across the industry. Notice studios plural, not one. Just point that out. StarWars.com is thrilled to reveal that the Lucasfilm Games is now the official identity for all game titles from Lucasfilm, a name that encompasses the company's rich catalog of video games and its eye toward the future. To mark this new era, Lucasfilm Games has launched social channels on Twitter and Facebook, which will deliver breaking news and more directly to the fans. You can watch a special sizzle reel collaborating the history of games from Lucasfilm below. The Lucasfilm Games logo featured above will appear in all future Lucasfilm Games titles. Okay, so basically, all this really means is it's essentially a sort of a branding umbrella for all future Star Wars, and I guess including Indiana Jones, Lucasfilm video games coming up. Now, as I pointed out on Twitter, basically what this usually follows is the announcement of something new. They did not come out with a new game yet. They haven't said anything. But a few months ago, we did see Matt Martin on Twitter. He also put out something that said something along the lines of like, oh, I can't say anything, but I'm really excited about the future of gaming. Which, Matt Martin knows something. And there's definitely, obviously, things in the works, right? So we know Jedi Fallen Order 2 is going to be a thing. We know that the All-Stars, not All-Star, the Skywalker Saga Lego video game is still supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out last year. Hasn't come out yet. And of course, there's probably several other projects that we don't know about still in development. But yeah, basically rebranding this sort of umbrella logo and saying like, hey, every single Lucasfilm game is now going to have this. What else this kind of tells me is that they've had like this EA exclusive contract for the last like 5 years now, and it's no secret they've had their share of controversy in the release of their games. They've had several games that began production and then just were dropped. So they've had not that great of a track record. I mean, lately, Squadrons is awesome. Fallen Order was awesome. Battlefront 2 became awesome later, but obviously its launch was crazy controversial. And overall, they've released a total of 6 games, right? And people have put up these lists comparing like the last 5 or 6 years compared to between like 2002 to 2000 whatever, and it's like it's insane, the comparison. It's like triple the amount of games they've released in the past. So it's like, I agree with a lot of other people. Something needs to have changed with this whole EA exclusivity deal. I hope that goes away. I hope that's exactly what they're kind of hinting at here with this new umbrella branding. And yeah, overall, I'm excited by this. This definitely means that we're gonna get something relatively soon, I hope. So anyways, yeah, basically I would just do exactly what they said to do here. I would follow this Twitter account here, and they're bound to announce something. We'll probably hear some rumors stirring. I know a lot of people kind of want like a Mandalorian game or something like that. I can definitely see that being a thing. That kind of was a thing. I think 1313 was gonna be a very similar concept to a Mandalorian type game, right? So, overall, this is good news. It does mean that things are moving behind the scenes. They haven't told us what it is yet, but it means that things are happening. But yeah, I hope more developers get to make their stuff. I hope it's no longer just EA. I think that was a silly decision in the first place. I don't know why you would only let one developer work on this vast array of possibilities. And yeah, overall, I'm excited. I hope it is exactly what they're saying it is. It's a new era. We're gonna be pumping out games, and it's definitely, you know, one of the areas that Lucasfilm has been lacking in the last, like, in this current era. It's that Lucasfilm this has not been their strong suit, the video games, and I hope that changes. I would love to see more racing games. Like, we had, you know, of course, Pod Racer, which was amazing. I would love to see essentially more racing games. You have so many vehicles you could choose from. Just do a racing game. Like, it'd be like the coolest, easiest thing in the world. Give them all, you know, they all have blasters on the front. Just make it a racing game, Mario Kart maybe type of thing, you know, just do it. A fighting game, that'd be great. They did that back in the day, a fighting game. I know it wasn't supposed to be very good at all, but you know, they could essentially take that same concept and make it cool, you know, and get silly with it. That's my other thing. I know that, you know, we're in this phase where everything is canon and everything counts, and Fallen Order is completely canon. So and I think even, you know, during the controversial launch of Battlefront 2, I think that was one of the things, one of the kind of the excuses they used was like, oh, we can't do this or that because it wouldn't be canon. I hope that for video games they're more willing to bend that, and I feel like video games definitely should be an area where it's like, okay, but also it's a video game and I want to have fun, so just bend the rules a little bit, you know, like make a silly game. Like a fighting game would be ridiculous, but that's okay. It's like whatever, it's just as long as it's fun and it's cool to play, right? So I hope that's also something else that's kind of changing, is they're super strict, like this is canon and it all counts. It's like but if it's fun, you know, go with the fun option, you know. Anyways, I'm excited by this. I hope we get some announcements soon, but this is definitely, you know, this is what a company would do before they come out with like a big presentation of some sort. I don't know if there's, I think all the game awards and all that stuff is already over, so I don't know when we would get announcements. If it would just be just a random Tuesday and they're just like, all right, we're making announcements today, or there's, I don't think there's like a Comic-Con or really any of that stuff happening this year, probably, until we get, you know, the world back to normal. But anyways, I'm excited for whenever we hear something. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want from Lucasfilm Games. What video games have you been waiting for and they just haven't given you? Or are you just looking for Battlefront 3? So anyways, let me know how you feel, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.